Welcome to Abstract Illusions Radio with host Jennifer Hillman. The show explores and reveals the human potential through creativity. So enjoy the show to create a life you love.
Hello, everyone. This is Jennifer Hillman, and welcome back to Air Abstract Illusions Radio. I am your host, Jennifer Hillman. I am a life coach, a writer, a spiritual healer. I'm here for you, but one of the greatest passions I have is to support, explore, and expose different people that I've met in this wonderful human reality that we're doing. And I have been blessed to know both these people we have on today, probably close to a decade now. Both of them are immense healers. I cannot tell you the strength that have been witnessing through the years. Taylaa and Dave have started a new website called theleagueofom.com. Please go check it out. It is a way for them to help humanity get to their destiny. And I am just honored and pleased. Dave is an immense, wonderful healer, and so is Taylaa. Both of them have done sessions with me. I can highly recommend both of them. They have helped me get through some really dark times. If you look below, you can see the links to other shows that both these wonderful people have been on. So Taylaa and Dave, thank you so much for being on. And when did you decide the League of Om.com is something you wanted to do?
If I remember correctly, we've been working on that as identified that that's what we're doing for about a year, and we came up with it. It's been an organic process over a long time, synthesizing what we do and figuring out how we can combine what we each do individually into something that we then do together, because that's been our goal for a while. But of course, over the past 5 years, we were working through healing my 2 terminal cancers and all the health backlash that came as a result of all of that. So it's been a long and arduous journey, but I guess if you really want to say, when did it start? It started before we were born, because we are soulmates and we've been together for many, many, many lifetimes. So I'm sure we had this plan well before we even knew about it.
Yes. And I even remember Taylaa was talking to you when you first met Dave, and you going, God, he's kind of like disappeared. Is he okay? And I go, he's just balancing out the energies. You're pretty intense, lady. And she goes, oh yeah. And here you guys are together, and you've been an honor to see you guys grow together and really show that soulmates can mate and they can work things out and get things moving in a very positive way. And you guys have had quite the workout with your destiny. You both deal with healing of yourself as well as yourself. So I tell you, you basically, I mean, in many ways, I'm wondering if you guys haven't taken on humanity's cancers, and now you're healing through yourself, because you both have been dealing with a lot of health issues. Do you ever wonder if that was part of the deal?
Well, it probably is. I'm not as in touch with the deep spiritual meanings. That's more Talia's view. And all I know is we all go through or have a call. It's what's called the hero's journey. We have a call to heal, grow, transform, and most people don't heed the call and don't go into a deep transformative experience, and even if they do, they don't come out. So we're here to tell people that a lot of people are missing the signs. There are signs. There is a call for people to live their destiny, to live what they were supposed to do here, and if they do, they might end up having to really do a whole lot of work, growth, healing, transformation.
That's very true. And you guys helped me get through mine. I know that. I know I am in a much better place because of both of you. So I thank you both very much. And um, with this work, let's start from the beginning. What is destiny?
Destiny is yeah, it's a flow of energy that is beneath our feet at all times, and it is a call to to compel us to take action not only for the betterment of our own lives, but to in some way contribute to all of humanity.
It's not faded. It's not what most people think. It's not what people see in the movies. It can be grand. It's really why we are alive. And most people, from my experiences, feel lost,
Hmm.
disconnected,
Hmm.
in despair at times, very alone, and are going through the motions of life. And even those people who think they're really happy, if they examine their lives and felt in, they would probably understand what's going on, that they're not following their heart of hearts. So destiny is something that it's a little harder to define because it's an experience. It's in the state of feel. And hardly anyone anymore is in a state of feel. They're in their heads. They're not in their bodies experiencing sensations, emotions, and a stream of consciousness that exists in all life.
Well, don't you think it kind of scares them? I know when I started to open up to all of this, it scared the crap out of me. But at the same
Good.
time, I knew I needed to do it. And it was the best
Good.
thing if I ever did was finally just accept it.
Yeah, fear, like there's four emotions, and fear, one of the emotions, is there to give us energy to deal with what we are perceiving as a potential threat. So if you have a lot of fear, well, you're getting a whole lot of energy to do something. So do something.
I
Definitely.
find that when a person's confronted with their destiny, they have basically two fear and excitement. There's excitement because, oh my God, I finally like feel I am here. After all this time in my life, I finally feel that in my bones, right? And the fear is, oh my God, I have this thing that I am called to do. Am I big enough to do it? So part of what we do at League of Boom, like Dave's side, is helping people figure out, yeah, you're big enough to do it, and here's how to get there.
Call it access points. So a lot
Right.
of people say, well, you can make this in your life or that, but how? I've read so many, I don't know, 500, 600 personal growth books, healing books, how to's, and there's very few of those books that I recommend because only a few have what I call access points, which is do this and you will get the expected result. Um, so, access points. Anyone who has them rocks. Hardly anyone does. So we give access points, literally step one, two, three that you can do to change your life now quickly. And that only takes minutes to a few hours. It does not take 20 years. I like to say in 20 hours you can transform your life, truly transform, where it's unrecognizable to others.
Been there, done that. I mean, even the show was a huge tuning point for me. I was scared to death to be on air. And literally, my guidance said, "We're so tired of talking. Are you talking about this?" Because I talk about it and talk about it. I literally felt them pick me up from the scruff of my neck, take me to my computer, and said, "Do it now." And I said, "Oh, I'll write them an email." No, you call them now. 2 weeks later, I was on the air. And my life,
Yes, you are following your destiny.
it was just, and I'm getting chills. It was just like I have met some amazing, amazing teachers, healers, artists, writers because of this show. And I just know that a big part of my life, my destiny is to support the arts. It gives me the biggest throw.
So what?
And
Yeah.
So my question to you is, what you've read on our website and what you know of us, what you've heard so far, what do you think people, your listeners, most want to know?
Okay, let me talk to you about the quiz because that kind of like on your quiz, I was like 80%, I think it was the average of being
You
in.
mean our destiny is how, so you did, how close are you to uncovering your destiny?
Right. And it was about,
Question quiz that we do on our website. Yes.
and it was like 80%. And I was like, And you have three parts to it. Can you just explain that quiz a little to me?
Sure, the quiz, and that's our first go around. We're getting more data as more people do it, so there will certainly be upgrades and revisions, and we'll have many other quizzes out. But this is actual research. I'm very much scientist at heart, where I really want to know the access points, what's really going to work. So the quiz was in coming up with it, of course, I worked with Taylaa with what destiny is. She has a far greater understanding. I can help people actually uh, do it once they know their destiny. She's the one that actually understands. So I worked with her in the understanding of destiny, and I put together questions that would illuminate and uncover how close people are to uncovering their destiny. There are different factors, influencing factors that are important to really uncover and live your destiny. So that quiz is a small attempt to help people understand and educate them in the process how close they may be and how much power they may actually have.
Okay. All righty. So I'm doing pretty good. Um,
And we will have much more. That we will have much more, Jennifer. We are going to have a whole roadmap for people. Uh, Again, we're just at the beginning. We haven't had much bandwidth other than to do our, on average, 7 medical appointments a week, and together we do about 250 capsules and pills per day. There are so many things we do for our health, and what we've had to do in the research, average 4 hours a day for 5 years. So the bandwidth we've had has been very low, and we've only recently gotten enough to even put what we have out. We are exploding at the seams. The knowledge, wisdom, spiritual things that we have gone through, near death experiences, both of us, the things that we are busting at the seams, wanting to share our gifts in the world. And my God, what we have to share will just rock people's world and help them really uncover and live their destiny, why they are here, what they're meant to be and do.
and I can tell you, you definitely are. I have to admit, listening to both of you, it's like, as I said right before we started recording the show, the immense love that you guys pour out is it. I feel it, and it's just, and it's the wisdom, and it is so much to share, and I know you guys are doing a wonderful job. I mean, even looking at the information you share on your website, it is amazing what you've put out there. So definitely there is so much information to go check out on there. You both have your own services that you both are showing. So Talia, why don't you let us know a little bit more about your coaching and your Destiny Call readings and some of the things that you're offering on the website.
Well, I do a few different things. I'm an oracle and shamanic energy healer. So those are like my primary things. The oracle is I see, I see the future. I see the future of humanity, and I see individual people's futures. I see their destiny. So I offer a life destiny reading, which gives people a detailed picture of what their destiny is and how it impacts them, how it would impact the world, and how things would unfold fold if they do not fulfill their destiny, if they don't end up aligning with it and living with it. So it's basically their blueprint of why they're here and why they're alive, how you belong, and what you're meant to do. It's a pretty powerful thing. So that's number one on what I do. And the second thing is I offer a shamanic energy healing session, and it's an integration of different modalities that I've been trained in or had experience with over decades now. So it's a combination of shamanism and energy healing, but it takes people to a really deep place, and it offers healing of all kinds of things. It's emotional patterns, physical things often, and mostly it serves to help people align with their destiny. So it offers deep healing, it's big life change, helps people get unstuck, rebalance, and especially to feel more alive.
Awesome.
So that's like two primary things that I do. I offer the Wild and Delicious Life Forecast, and that invokes my oracle skills. Where
Actually, I want to interrupt and maybe because there's so much that my beloved does and have her complete, but the end result of what my beloved does is to have people get in touch with who they really are as an energy being, and she works on the level. So I work on a more physical level and emotional. She works at the highest level, and everything she does, she's separated some of these things out, but everything she does all together assists people to make those big changes that they haven't been getting. So I wanted to put that in there because I think some people can get caught up in all the minutia of all the wonderful things and forget that all of it works together to really shift at the highest level, the energetic, which then eventually gets down to the physical. So it's much faster to do the energetic work.
Yes.
Thanks, sweetheart.
So,
Go ahead.
All right,
You have
Dave.
so many things to do.
So, Dave, what are your services?
I'm just going to cut to the chase and say that I help people uncover what is getting them stuck. And most people, for most of their life, are holding on to things. They're literally stuck in some kind of energetic, emotional, physical pattern, which I can quickly identify, help them see it, experience it, and give them a way, by holding space for them, give them a way to change it permanently forever. I do very, very deep, body-centered, energetic soul work. So yeah, I do a lot of other things. I can help people overcome cancer, increase their odds to beat cancer. I can do all kinds of things. I've learned all kinds of things, but it doesn't matter because it all comes down to most people are stuck in their life, and I can help them within 20 minutes uncover what has been stopping them everywhere and get them through that. So why hardly anyone has ever used me or heard of me is because I've been trying to save my own life. I've had disease since age 5. So here I am busting at the seams once again to just help people get unstuck. And I've done it with some friends and some of the few groups that I've been in. It's awesome.
And one thing I want to emphasize with both of your services, since I've had and have been honored to have both of your services, it's done with love and for the highest good of all. And it is really, truly a miraculous change in your life through both these people. And I highly recommend you do work with both of them. You will be in a much stronger, more level-headed, more grounded, more real base with who and what you are after the sessions. Hands
Well,
down.
if you can imagine, Jennifer, how many people are walking around just not liking who they are, what they do, they want a big change. And I'm making a big claim here. I totally recognize that. And I am confidently sitting here saying, in 20 minutes, I can help anyone willing to feel their body, anyone, uncover what has been stopping them everywhere in their life. It's so easy. Used to take me a couple hours, now it's 20 minutes. That's a huge statement I'm making. And then not only uncover it, actually then in an hour and a half, 2 hours, be able to get through it. Some people it takes more than that, but just the fact that in 20 minutes someone could actually have uncovered what is stopping them everywhere. That's amazing. And then look at my beloved Talia, what she can do in a short amount of time, uncover someone's destiny. My God, I thought people would be, knocking on our doors and we'd be overwhelmed with work. Well, people obviously don't know what we're offering, but one friggin' life destiny reading, and then people know why they're alive, what they're supposed to do. Now, whether they do it or not, well, that's fine. But that's a radical
It really is.
statement too. We're making
Yes,
radical statements.
you really
I
are.
think
And
that points to this that a lot of people walk around with all the time. Why am I here? What am I supposed to do? And they go from one thing to another. And I certainly did this for a time in my life. And just making choices to get out of pain, making choices to feel safer, making
right.
choices based on the little aspects of life rather than, well, why am I here?
Yes, I talk to people all the time, and as I'm sitting here, I'm going, okay, I know a few clients that, I really am going to tell them, you need to talk to these people. So there are so many people who are stuck, but what do you say to the people who are stuck but enjoy their stuckness? It's like they almost get off on their misery.
I don't talk to those people because they're not willing to help themselves. There's a reason why they're stuck. Now, ultimately, they don't really enjoy it, but if they want to enjoy it, great. I want to only talk to the people who want to make a change. They're not satisfied, really not satisfied. And they have to have some resources.
Yes.
We're not free. We've had people say, well, I can't do much. We don't work for free. We do, I mean, for my gosh, what we do in the space of an hour or two, most people can't do in a friggin' lifetime, and very few people can do what we do. I don't even know of anyone who does life destiny stuff. So what I'm saying is, what I say to those people is, great, move aside so I can talk to the people who want to change.
Right.
Jennifer, I think you probably feel this on some level, but you got to know humanity's in trouble
Oh
right now.
yeah, huge.
We are in serious, serious trouble. And I could, list all kinds of things that are going on, but it's all over the world. We are in trouble, and the way to get out of trouble is for people to wake up to their destiny and to start living it. Because if this doesn't start happening soon, then we are going to face some even more dire consequences, and it's coming down the pike, and it's coming soon, and it's
Hmm.
big and scary, but we can fix this. And as an oracle, I do see that we are going to, but it's going to be close, Jennifer, and it's
Yes.
going to be scary for a while. And the more people that get on board with living their destiny and waking up to why they're here and what they're here to do and doing it, then the faster that happens, the better for all of us.
Then and the thing that is, and I totally agree with you. Totally. I mean, it is amazing what I'm hearing and seeing about the potential of the future of humanity. But the thing that just kind of blows my mind, and it's so easy once you know what to do to live your destiny. And it's things just flow so well for you once you get aligned to your destiny. It's
Oh, there's
it's
no question.
it's amazing. I've just finally stopped resisting and stepped into it. And it's amazing the people I'm meeting and the people that are coming in. You guys, I can't say enough about you two. So, believe it or not, the half an hour is almost over. So I want to make sure we kind of wrap things up and talk about, are you guys going to be doing anything? And I'm just curious. Actually, let me ask you another question real quick. Can your destiny change in a lifetime?
No,
No.
no. A person has one destiny in one lifetime.
But they have different ways that they can achieve it. It's like the weather is going to be 78 and balmy. You can deal with that any way you like. Maybe your destiny is going to be minus 32 all the time. You can choose how you work with that temperature, different jackets, different kinds of clothes, but it is what it is. And you have to live it. Otherwise, you are not going to feel life fulfillment. You just won't.
And the other question, um, I've always I've always believed that there's certain people you're supposed to meet, and you can have good experiences or bad experience. That they are like stepping stones to your destiny. Do you agree with that or no?
Yeah, often people will appear in your life to either you need to do in order to align with, figure out, and live your destiny. So, absolutely, people do come into your life for reasons very often, and you usually know this by a sense that you have when this happens, that this is a special person, I'm supposed to know them, I get a certain feeling when I meet them, electrical shocks through the body, things like
Right.
that. Absolutely.
Okay. I think that's something that people, it's like everybody's looking for their soulmate. But to me, sometimes you get that vibe about somebody because they're leading you to where you're supposed to be, and not necessarily like you and Dave, a lifetime connection with each other. It can be just a temporary.
Yeah, but we wanted it. Yeah, we wanted it, Jennifer,
Oh yeah.
bad for decades. I wanted it, and Talia wanted it, and both of us worked very hard in all kinds of ways to call each other in. We are soulmates of soulmates. We're not even just we're eternal soulmates. It goes
Yes.
beyond. So it is possible if people want their soulmate, but they have to take massive action and they have to get unstuck and they have to uncover and live their destiny. And in doing that, they will attract the people in their soul family.
Yes, definitely.
Ultimately, we're all here to help one another, to help one another evolve as humans, as humanity. However, help can look like all kinds of different things along the way.
I definitely agree. So, with that being said, can you guys give your email, the website, how people can get in touch with you?
Leagueofohm.com. Leagueofohm.com. Everything is there and more will be coming.
Any final thoughts, Talia?
I'm just, I'm excited by the prospect of more and more people aligning with and living their destiny. I know it's going to happen, and I'm just waiting for people to wake up to it.
All right. And with that, I thank you, Talia and Dave, for coming on air. You guys, again, it is leagueofohm.com. Highly recommend you check it out and check out both these people's incredible work. With that, this is Jennifer Hillman saying, with each breath of air, we hope you find insights, imagination, and information. Until next time, many blessings and thank you.